Hi everyone. After taking a look at some of the homework assignments for Chapter 2, I thought it would be important to remind you of how to maneuver through this class. So here you see the home page for our course. This week we're covering Chapter 3. I do send out a welcome announcement that hopefully you're getting via email. With a brief introduction of what we're going to be covering, and then a to-do list with a reminder of what is required for the homework assignments. And in there I include a link to the front page, which is where we were. And I always say begin using the begin here button for each particular chapter. Before you do that, it's required and important for you to watch this introductory video. I curate different videos from different sources to kind of introduce you to the material before we jump into reading and before the lecture videos are presented. And I try to choose videos that are a little more dynamic than what I'm able to create and are interesting, so that when you start reading, the material starts to sound familiar. So please don't skip over these introductory videos. Next, if we hit the begin button, that'll take us to the first page of Chapter 3, the module. And we begin with the learning objectives, and then again a reminder of things that we need to complete for this chapter. And using the next button is your key to success. So don't skip through the pages in the module, and more importantly, don't go simply to the assignments or the to-do list on the home page. I have lecture videos for each section, so you can use the access to the text here and read the assigned sections. So in this case, I'm asking you to read 3.1 and 3.2, and then I lecture on those sections, so you should be taking notes. Hit the next button and you'll go to section 3.2 and the corresponding lecture. And then you'll have the learning check quiz. What I don't want students doing is just going over to the to-do list and completing tasks, nor do I want you going straight to the assignments. By skipping over and just jumping to the assignments, you're missing all the instruction. And I hate to say it, but after going through some of the homework, it was becoming evident that some students are skipping over the lectures, and by doing so, you're actually skipping class. So recall that this is a fully online class. It's a 500 section, and instead of the Zoom lectures that other classes have, you have pre-recorded lectures that you are required to watch. Again, skipping over the lectures is the same as skipping class. And as I mentioned in the orientation that some of you were able to attend, Canvas does track the pages that you've spent time on, and I don't spend a lot of time reviewing that, but when your homework does come in incomplete, and when you are illustrating a lot of confusion and trouble with completing the homework, that is a sign to me that maybe you're not approaching it the way that it's been laid out. So again, it's important to begin with the reading first, then the lecture, take your notes, and then move through the module using the next button. And again, then you'll encounter a learning check every couple of sections. And so again, here for section 3.3, we have the corresponding lecture. And in the lectures, I do provide an introduction to the equations, the symbols, the terminology, and then I give some examples that you will be seeing in the homework. So if you're watching lectures, you should already be exposed to some of the things that you're being asked to do in the homework. Again, hit the next button to proceed to the next lecture, the next section of the text, and then again, after a couple sections, you'll be presented with a learning check quiz. And once you've maneuvered through all of that, then it's time to complete the homework assignment. And again, as the instructions say, you're asked to attempt the homework after you've read and watched the lecture videos. And once you're done, you check your work. You can do a preliminary check using Appendix C. And then for those items that you got incorrect, use the solution videos to check your work. I don't want students going directly to the solution videos. I want you to, again, try them first, try the homework problems first, and then utilize these resources to help you better understand the material. Okay, so all of the work has been illustrated for you. So all students should be submitting complete and accurate work. So it doesn't need to be accurate your first attempt, but by the time you check and correct it and submit your work, all of the problems should be answered and all of them should be correct because you have the resources to make the necessary corrections. So I hope this helps clarify things in terms of how you should be maneuvering through the course to ensure your success. We are almost a quarter through the course, and I will admit that students in the past have tried to get through as much of the course without watching the lecture videos, but right about now, around Chapter 3 and Chapter 4, students start to recognize the importance of watching the lecture videos. There's only a small percentage of students that can rely on strictly reading the text and being successful. Not that it's impossible, but that's why I'm here. That's my job, is to teach you the material. I don't want any student to feel like I'm just assigning work without teaching you something. So those lecture videos are essential to your understanding, so please don't skip over them. Let me know if you have any questions.